In this video, I'm going to show you 5 life hacks that will motivate you to do anything. I personally use the exact methods to stop procrastinating and stay focused on my goals. It's Duran here, and this channel is the place where you find actionable tips for life. And today, you're going to learn 5 psychological techniques to increase your willpower and keep you motivated. Sound interesting? Keep watching. Nowadays, it's easier to waste your time than ever before. There are more distractions. Netflix, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and even YouTube. Depending on the way you use them, these things can be very useful, they can be very dangerous. But it's not just external distraction that can take away your motivation. Sometimes the most powerful and destructive distractions are internal. Worry about the problems instead of being focused on solutions. Spending your time and energy in things that you cannot control, such as the weather, where you were born, or somebody's behavior. And here's when the first technique comes to play. Number 1. The distraction list. The distraction list is a tiny tool you can use to manage your internal distraction and keep your motivation high. Here's how it works. Whenever you set out to do your task, routine, or habits, keep a small notebook or piece of paper and pencil with you. If you notice yourself getting distracted by a thought, feeling, memory, or any other internal distractor, quickly write it down and then shift your focus back to your task. When your task is over, review your distractions list. If there is anything important, make a brief plan for addressing it. The distraction list works so well because it helps you lean into your distractions by briefly acknowledging them and having a plan to deal with them later. Number 2. The Ulysses PACT. Named for the clever hero of the Trojan War. The Ulysses PACT is a technique for holding yourself accountable to stick with the goal even when it's hard. The key ingredient in Ulysses PACT is that we make a choice in the present when things are relatively easy that binds us to perform an action in the future when things are hard. I'm going to give you a couple of examples for a better understanding. Let's suppose you want to stick with the plan of going to read each and every day for 30 minutes. And you talk to the partner or family member that the day when you miss a reading, you have to give him $10. Or you could write your friend a series of checks, each for 10 or 20 bucks, and instruct them to cash one and use the money on whatever they want if you miss a workout with them. You can use this powerful technique when it comes to good decision making and habits. In fact, it's often just as useful for eliminating bad or unhealthy habits as it is building good ones. Number 3. The SEINFELD strategy. This strategy comes from some advice comedian Jerry Seinfeld gave someone once about how to stay motivated and consistent in your work. He told me to get a big wall calendar that has a whole year on one page and hang it on the prominent wall. The next step was to get a big red magic marker. He said for each day that I do my task of writing, I gotta put a big red X over the day. After a few days, you have a chain. Just keep at it, and the chain will grow longer every day. You like seeing the chain, especially when you get a few weeks under your belt. Your only job next is to not break the chain. Don't break the chain, he said again for emphasis. So, the strategy itself is simple. For any habit, task, or routine you like to stick with, plan do a little bit of it every day. Each day you successfully complete the task mark of the day on the calendar with a big red or another color X. Try to keep your streak alive as long as possible. If you do miss a day, note how long your streak was next to that box. This is your new goal to beat. The SEINFELD strategy is an especially powerful way to stay motivated because it's a double motivator. The double motivator is one of the motivating in 2 different ways simultaneously. In this case, crossing off each successful day gives you a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. That means positive reinforcement. But avoiding the pain that comes from breaking your streak is also motivates you to keep going. That means negative reinforcement. Number 4. Visualize your outcome. The truth is, visualization is a very straightforward practice that can powerfully boost your motivation. And it has nothing to do with channeling cosmic energies, manifesting your inner purpose, or any other nonsense like that. Instead, It works on a simple principle of motivation that says the more specific, concrete, and available your mental representation of a goal and its benefits are, the more you feel motivated to achieve it. For example, create a picture of yourself with your goal as if it were already completed. If one of your goals is to own a new car, take your camera down to your local auto dealer and have a picture taken of yourself sitting behind the wheel of your dream car. If your goal is to visit Paris, find a picture or poster of the Eiffel Tower and cut out a picture of yourself and place it into the poster. No matter what the specifics of your goal, if you make a time to visualize and paint a picture in your mind of what it looked like to achieve your goal, you have more sustained motivation to do the hard work required to get there. Number 5. Gentle self-talk. If your goals are good ones, you probably have more motivation than you realize. The trouble is, sometimes your self-talk tends to be negative and harsh, and in consequence it's gonna produce a lot of negative emotions like guilt, anxiety, frustration, and sadness, all of which sap you of your natural motivation to reach your goals. Here are some examples. Do any of the following sound familiar? Okay, let's hop into it. I'm such a loser. Why did I say that? Well, no wonder no one likes me. Why did I eat all that? I'm never gonna lose that weight. Do these thoughts and others like them ever run through your mind? The kind of self-talk you use matters because your thoughts directly impact your feelings and behaviors. If you are frequently telling yourself that you are a failure and you never do the things right, then you are likely to have low self-esteem and experience sadness and fear. How can you increase self-talk? Moving on. Increase positive self-talk by coming up with 5 positive thoughts for every critical thought. Increase positive self-talk by shifting perspective and talking to yourself as you would a friend. Most people talk with their friends in very kind ways. Why not be a good friend to yourself as well? I was gonna end the video right here, but I decided to give you a quick bonus tip for you, which is to watch and read motivational stories or speeches that will help you to think in a different way and get inspired to move on. You can find them everywhere on the internet, and never forget to believe in yourself. If you can dream it, you can make it happen. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. Just click on the subscribe button down below and hit the bell icon to get notified for new videos. Now, I wanna turn it over for you. Which of the 5 psychological techniques from this video are you gonna try first? Are you gonna try the distraction list, or maybe you're gonna start visualizing your outcome? Let me know by leaving a comment below right now.